Hey everyone, Ivy League Gaming here, and today we're playing Dragonheir Silent Gods. For today's video, I'm going to go through kind of the daily grind and give some tips and tricks for efficiency as you get started for the day. And yeah, some little things to just not forget, or some things to do if you're bored. Alright, so every day you're gonna have quests to do. Those are probably the most important. So I want to talk about our quests, our commissions, our trials, and kind of some of the important workflow, I guess you could say, if you want to not forget anything daily or be super efficient. So I have to say, one thing that's really good about our daily quests, which are commissions, is that these can stock up to 6 of them at a time. So if you're gonna play lightly or if you're busy over the weekend, you can let a couple of these stock up if you just don't have time to play. But if you're gonna do anything in the game, if you barely have time to play, you want to just log in quickly, doing your commissions every day is probably the most important because these give massive XP boosts. Now, once you're later in the season and your journey level is capped, they're not going to feel important at all. You're probably not even going to do them. Except unless to get these bonuses, but you really don't even need to because you're hardly going to, yeah. I mean, free stuff is free stuff at the end of the day, but this won't be as necessary. But until you reach the journey level cap, doing this every day is really good. If you're early on and you're finding yourself behind and busy, just try to do your daily commissions. But I wouldn't say, if you have time to play normally and you want to go through your daily grind, I would not suggest starting with daily commissions. There's actually something a little bit more important to talk about. So first of all, when you open the game for the day, like I personally have not maxed my stamina cap. Okay, great. I don't need to worry about this right now. But on my season 0 account, I pay for that the daily bread with some multi-battles monthly pass type thing. And every day that means boom, I get over capped. So the very first thing you should do is get yourself not stamina capped. So my suggestion for your daily routine before you get into the other quests is to see what events are going on. So in this account, we just had a cave rider pop. So this is my free-to-play account. It's a week behind. And yeah, so clear Frost, Flame, and Tempest domains. Perfect. I need to do that anyway. So if I was fully capped on my stamina right now, I would go take a look and see who do I want to get my next resources for. I want to get Hexandra. I want to get everybody, you know, beyond level 4 eventually, but we're not quite there yet. I think I still have a couple people. I still have a couple people like Irina that I want to build and Enna that are both lightning that I want to get to 4-star before I start worrying about 5 stars, right? And same thing here, Cyphrus, I'm using her in some quirky stuff, so I really want to get her 4-star. So I would go farm my Tempest domain, do a few battles at least, not everything necessarily, but I would do a little bit just to at least get under the cap before I continue my day. After that, I would say let's try not to be capped out on our arena battles. So I would go ahead in and do a couple arena fights, just so at the very least, again, we're not capped. So I have no idea if fights are going to be easy here. Luckily, we can kind of click people and you could tell they're not really paying attention to their builds. There's a bunch of blue gear on these guys. They're not that... This team did not pay attention, so I should be able to do this pretty easily. Let me throw a quick thing on my adventurer, traveler. Go ahead. Okay, let's go ahead and do an arena fight. So paying attention to which events are happening just starting today or ending today is really important for your daily kind of grind, right? Also, I would suggest that you then go look at your quests. And that's what we're going to do next. We're going to do our commissions, our daily commissions. And yeah, that's luckily easy fight. Boom, we're done. So commissions are just so wonderful because they're so quick and easy and they give so much rewards. It's kind of crazy, honestly, how much rewards they actually give. Where are we getting red dots? Oh, my check-in. Hey, that's nice to see on the free-to-play. All right, I'll take it. But after you're done with those couple things, just making sure you're not capped. Like, all right, 14 out of 15. This is going to give me another one in an hour. I could come back and do that later. Sure, we're good. just trying to not be capped so you can maximize and take advantage of being efficient if possible, especially if you're free to play or low spend. Although either way, you're still gonna want to be efficient because this game only gives you so much stamina and it takes a while to regen, so you want to be efficient even if you are a spender. Maybe even more so because then you want to make sure you're not wasting your money. Let's go ahead and we're gonna do our commissions next. Actually, I'm not gonna do them now because that's gonna defeat the purpose. But next, I would then go ahead and see if you're in the middle of your story, what can you do for it today? So, for sake of actual story progression, I'm over here. I'm working on this Battle of the Wolf Keep. I never finished this kind of cap where we run through with the cavalry and fight some orcs. So that's what I'm going to do for today. And then that will lead me into the fight with the purple dragon. I know for today on my free-to-play account here, the Starlight Challenge one, it's going to be the purple dragon fight. So that's really fun. Just every day, try to stay up on your newly popped adventures, I guess, your new story quests. That's going to help keep you progressing, give you a ton of rewards. You're constantly going to get new side quests as well. And that is just huge for getting all the resources you possibly can. And what goes along with your daily quests is also these trials. So like if you're stuck on a certain thing, like I haven't tried to do Grave of Rot stage 4, honestly. I didn't really start farming that one yet. Should be able to easily, I think. So that should be fine. But I figure once I defeat the powerful demonized orc, then I'll make sure I go ahead and do that too. And then we'll go on to the next page. But never, if once you, I guess, keep very aware of this as you're doing your dailies. Because if you didn't pay attention to what you have here and you just go do your dailies, like it might not keep you on track, so to speak. Like you could be like, all right, I'm gonna just go farm some goblin because I really want to level this one person up. And you could use all your stamina for the day. And then you complete one of these missions and you flip your page, and then all of a sudden you have a mission to do, 5 stages of Grave of Venom, and you're out of stamina and you don't want to waste your resources. So then you're stuck on this page if that's the only thing left because you didn't pay attention to what's to come. So keep an eye on this along with your story that's happening. This is going to follow the story. There's always going to be these quests that you have to complete to progress your trials. But not only that, there's also going to be farming specific things. Like for me, unfortunately, my timing is bad. Farm the Grave of Rot does not line up with this cave raider, but I'm going to have to do it if I want to not be stuck on that trial page. So I'll probably go do that first, then worry about farming this after. But I'm just trying to give some pointers for efficiency and yeah, just doing your dailies in a logical manner. So another thing you can do daily, I've mentioned in another video, is try to collect some free stuff. Like I marked on the map my lost items. Once I'm kind of going through and starting to actually do my dailies, I always try to go through and like grab a lost items where I know there's some spots. Seems to only let me grab one at a time. But hey, free stuff is free stuff. Let's grab that. Thank you, free stuff. And then boom, I'm done. And then as you're going around, always trying to grab as many random resources as you can is huge. Like you're gonna need the ore later on if you're grinding pretty well. You're gonna need these resources. And again, I just try to maximize what you have around you for gathering and not have to go out of your way to go randomly gather when you need something specific. If you just kind of gather when it's efficient. Now, another thing to talk about for the sake of dailies is just being very aware of what's to come for the end of your day. So I would say the best thing to do, again, do some arena, use your energy for the day. Once you're done with using your energy for the day, you've re-geared people or leveled up new pieces of gear, you've ascended people, leveled people, and you feel like your heroes are at the max they're possibly going to be for the day, this is when you go do your Outlands Rift, and make sure you do it at the highest difficulty you can. This is when you go do your Temporal Vortex. Always waiting until the end of the day if you think you're going to be progressing your heroes is huge. It'll just help you push your damage to the max. And then same thing for our dragon fights. So our dragon fights are pretty hard, honestly. Early on or free to play, like I'm gonna probably unlock the purple dragon today on this account, but I know I'm not gonna be able to beat level 1 on this account. I couldn't do it on my main season 0 account either the first week that it popped. I had to wait a few more days. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do that as well. But pay very close attention to once you're done with your dailies, your quests, your storyline, that you don't forget about these things that are weekly. Like this is me, and this is my last day. Well, as of this recording anyway, I'm probably posting this the next day, so this might be a whole another one. This will be, yeah, I'll have reset for my Starlight account. And this is a yesterday conversation, but you get the point. And then if you are bored, if you have nothing else to do, try to push your Fey Wild if you haven't done that every day. Sorry, Fey Meander as it's called now. You could also push your Pillar of Trial if you're in the underground area and you've unlocked that, but well, we don't have that quite yet. There's always something else to kind of work on, and try not to be too bummed if the daily story quests kind of just stop and you don't have much to do for the day. Use that as your time to go cleanse your gear. That's the time to go sell, sort, try to get rid of the crap so you can make way for the new stuff that you're getting. And you're gonna need coin. We never have enough gold. My god, we need more gold. I wish I had more ways to get it. It's just frustrating, but it is what it is. What is that? Oh, buying it with... You can just buy gold with worm arrow. Oh my gosh. I hope I'm not that desperate. Not on this account, that's for sure. But yeah. Always just... Don't be too... I should say not always. Don't be too frustrated if the story feels like, oh, that's it, I'm bored. Because there's always something to work on. I mean, hell, Odd One Gaming, my husband, he is always doing Temporal Vortex or pushing his Grave of Venoms or whatever he's doing, trying to speed up his runs, pushing to the next stages. Like, he's doing stage 9, trying to make it faster. Like, he's just spending his time trying to maximize his account and be efficient and trying to test different artifacts and vortex you can do. There's just so much you can really do during these off times. So try to take advantage of that as well. But hope this was helpful, guys. I just want to have a little convo about the daily grind. And make sure you guys don't forget some of the little stuff like collecting some of your lost items as I marked on my maps. Or just working on a little bit of Fae if you're all done for the day. I rhymed, that was funny. And yeah, double checking. Like if you haven't been back to Arbortia in a while after you did some big missions, there might be some new purple quests that pop up because you triggered something new, because you did something like beat the purple dragon and now people are talking about you. But alrighty guys, I hope this was helpful. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and I'll see you in the next video.